how to organize and manage your patrons in Microsoft Excel. This video and post is inspired by my new friend Hanya, whom I met through Patreon. And we sent a few messages back and forth, and she indicated that the download format that you get for your patrons is not in the best shape, so to speak. And I mean shape kind of literally, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute. But first, you got to come over here and you've got to pledge something as a patron for Hanya. Her music is wonderful. She's got an incredible voice and a great sense of humor. And how can you not like somebody who writes a song and records a video about The Walking Dead? You got to come over here and pledge something and become a patron for Hanya's. And of course, I'm hoping if you're not already, you'll become a patron of mine as well. And that you can do right over here. Hanya's is patreon.com/Hanya. Pretty easy to remember. Mine is patreon.com/nerdenterprises. And once you're over here, you can go into the patron manager, which is where I went, and click here where it says view all current patrons. And of course, the first thing I noticed was download as a CSV, and I got all excited because you know I'm a data junkie. So let's save this patron report. And what's going to happen is it's organized just like it is on screen, so that you wind up with a CSV file that has kind of each tier and then the people within it. So what we want to do is we want to get this into a flat file, and here's how you do that. I'm going to just highlight the first, on the first row, it's going to be the first tier, and I'm going to copy those and I'm going to paste them down here. You can kind of see where it breaks off, right? And if you're not clear, you can always resize the columns by double clicking. Just don't resize column B initially because it has these long descriptions in it, and you'll see what I mean. Once I copy it over, I can delete that row, go down to the next section. In this case, I've only got one at that tier. Delete the row, grab these two, copy and paste, delete the row. Now I can double click and widen everything up. That's how you get a flat file in less than 2 minutes out of the CSV download in Patreon. Now, of course, you have a lot more people at a lot more tiers. It's going to take a few more minutes, but you just do what I just did. Go through each section and copy the tier descriptors over to put them in line with all the people who belong to that tier. And that's essentially what the problem is with the format. Is it would be great if they would just give it to you in this flat file. So then we'll call this column tier, and then this is the tier. This is the rewards. Right, so this is the description of the rewards, and if you have long descriptions, that's what I meant. The column is long, so we can right-click, go to column width, and just choose like 40 or something so that it's not so wide. And then you might even want to give it some wrap text formatting, although I always hate that when it kind of resizes the rows like that. But whatever makes you happy. That, my friends, is how in just a couple minutes you can get your CSV download from Patreon into a flat file. And then if you, first of all, if y'all pledge, and become patrons of mine on Patreon, then I can guarantee you I will do more videos about this topic. And I'll show you I can take it further and further and really get some good analysis to see how much you're getting, how much people are pledging at each level and who's pledging what and so on and so forth. We can create pivot tables and do all kinds of exciting things with this if you're into that kind of thing, which I happen to be. And my friend Hanya here also apparently is. Now this is the mind-blowing part. She's a musician who also loves spreadsheets. Imagine that. So that, my friends, is how to organize and manage your patrons in Microsoft Excel. If you tell me that you'd like to see more of this, I can guarantee you I'll produce more, especially if you're a Patreon who's pledged something by way of a monthly contribution to my Patreon campaign. As always, I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you on the web.